Story time with Mr. BetonYou. Welcome back. Today's story time is going to be a positive one, a thoughtful one, a humbling one. Because I got humbled today, and it happens every once in a while. I like to share these experiences with you guys. Shout out to Cece's Pizza. I had lunch there today. Wasn't very good, but that's a whole nother video. Today's story is about Walmart Spark delivery. It was a curbside pickup. It was 2 customers. First customer dropped it off, no issues, all good, all easy. Second customer had, and you know, with the Walmart Spark app, you can see if there's tips and things like that, but you don't know who tipped and whatever. If the dollar amount matches what you want and the mileage and the time, it is what it is. This lady had about 50 cans of various things, from soups to beans to Chef Boyardee, and then a few other things. Heavy order. Now, I didn't have to shop it. I didn't have to bag it. They brought it to my car. I dropped it off to this lady and her family. But the story comes in what she did when I dropped it off. Her response and my response. So with some of the Walmart Spark grocery runs, I put them in my catering bags. I put them in these bags so that I can transport them. It keeps it cold. I can just lug one big heavy bag instead of, it's just easier that way. And I did that to this lady's home. And I had both my bags, 2 of my catering bags, full of groceries. They were heavy. I'm walking them up the steps. She comes outside. Thank you. I know there was a lot. I said, yeah, no problem. She goes, hold on a second. She goes back inside and comes out. And she has this. This very crusty $5 bill, but it's a $5 bill. And she hands it to me and goes, I know that was a lot. Thank you for doing that. I said, yeah, no problem. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you, very generous of you. That's what I say when somebody gives me a cash tip. Because, I did it based on face value. It is what it is. She's probably the customer that didn't tip in the app, but she tipped in cash. That happens sometimes. After she hands me the 5, she's starting to pick up bags. 2 small kids come out. One about my daughter's age. I have a 3-year-old. Maybe a little bit older. This kid might have been 4. Other kid was maybe, a couple of years older than that. 1 girl, 1 boy. And they're so excited to get groceries. I bet the Chef Boyardee and the Kool-Aid and the juices and things, the snacks were probably for them. The look on these kids' kids' face. The $5 generosity this woman gave me. It humbled me. Because I think a lot of times I get, maybe even you get, upset about a no-tip order, this, that, a heavy order, an order with a whole bunch of waters, whatever it is. She humbled me a little bit. She didn't have to give me that 5, and she even said, oh, I don't have a lot. Meaning, yeah, she didn't have a lot of cash or whatever, but she felt it in her mind, her soul, her whatever, to give us $5. Seeing those kids come out and help with the groceries, lets me know they're good kids. They're excited about getting groceries. I can remember that when I was young. Sometimes, and this was an area. It's not a great area, but they were so nice. Kind of checked me a little bit, because at the end of the day, you and I are food delivery drivers. We pick up, we drop off, we shop for people. Maybe you're a Uber rideshare or Lyft driver, and you're picking people up from work and doing this and doing that. The interactions you have with people as you're out there doing your gig work can really change your day. And this lady didn't necessarily, this happens. This isn't a groundbreaking story. But I think we have to mix in these positive, non-miserable human beings, because this lady was not miserable. She wasn't a clown. She was a nice person with 2 lovely kids. The kid said bye to me. Little interactions like that, we don't get enough of them. We don't hear enough about them. We talk about, like I talk about, the no tip, the miserable, the no gate codes, the this, the long waits, the this, the that, the low pay. Every once in a while, we got to remind ourselves, I got to remind me, and sometimes I'm going to remind you, that this work is usually pretty easy. And most customers, most consumers are good people. This lady might have given me her last $5 in cash that she had, and she didn't need to, but she's kind, understanding, and she was appreciative that I picked up her groceries for her and her kids. And maybe she didn't have enough on her card or whatever. Maybe somebody else ordered it for her, and that's why there wasn't a tip on there. But she took care of me because I took care of her. And I appreciate her because she appreciates me. I sometimes tend to make this work a lot harder than it needs to be. And sometimes we whine and crane and we whine and cry and complain about things that are very insignificant. I'm glad I took that order. I'm glad those kids got their Chef Boyardee and their juices and their snacks. It's a small little win for us today. And even if that lady didn't give me the 5 and her kids would have came out and she would have said thank you, that actually would have been enough for me. Because some customers don't even say thank you. That's the delivery driver story time for today. If you got anything from this video, if you can relate at all, hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below. What was your best delivery today and why? I'll see you guys in the next story time.